What's good, YouTube? Cardfight can't hear Aqua Life, baby. You already know how it is. Happy Friday to y'all. Sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I was trying to get a lot of work, schoolwork done. Had a paper to write, had just a lot of things, and I just didn't get around to it. But so I'm gonna hit you guys with a two for today. This first video, guys, is going to be on something about tournament structure that I want to know what you guys' opinions are, what you guys think. It's more or less taking a survey in a sense of what you guys feel should be. But I'll explain the situation first, and I'll ask you guys the question. So, pretty much at the Dynasty, at the DMV Vanguard Dynasty Cup, a lot of us had an issue with intentional draws. Just, either to secure a spot in tops or just, intentional draws between whatever. And the reason for that being is that because everybody who was 3 and 2 didn't make it to top. Pretty much the final round, round 5, didn't matter for anybody that was X2 because there was a ton of intentional draws. I mean, if you look at the standings, a lot of players had, were undefeated in the loss column, but had, had at least one tie or two ties. The intentional draws to me, as a prideful person myself, I feel that every round should be played out. I don't think we should just be like, oh, okay, I don't feel like playing. Let's just draw here. It's either you give somebody the win or not. You take the football aspect. If nobody wants to watch a damn football game that ends in a tie. You work too hard all week. Preparing for the game and preparing for the game, in the classroom, on the field, and anything like that. And then when you get to the game, you end up in a tie. You don't know if you're better than that team or if that team's better. You don't know what. I mean, you can find things to improve on, but again, it's a tie. You don't who wins or who loses. Nobody. So it's kind of like you're just there, and it's just like a pass game. Kind of like that's how I kind of feel what it is in Vanguard. It's like I want to know if I'm going to win or lose. I'd rather lose, and I'd rather obviously win than get a tie. But again, at the end of the day, I want to know: am I going to lose or am I going to win? A tie to me can happen if we are playing against each other and it's back and forth and we go into time and then we haven't settled things in time. Then we get a tie. I like that I'm perfectly fine with. But when it comes to just not even playing, doing intentional draws, and I mean intentional draws throughout the tournament, like maybe round 3 and up and things like that. It hurts. It kind of messes up the brackets there because a tie counts as 1 point each, and since each person gets a tie, or since each person gets 1 point, it's not like they get 0 points or 2 points. It's like, well, you're gonna get 1 point. Both players are gonna get 1 point. So that's going to move. That's still going to move them up. That's still something positive. You're still getting positive. A loss is more like I think you get 0 points for a loss, but a point, you're still getting something out of it. And intentional draws to me just shouldn't happen. I just feel that intentional draws are something that is not that good. I mean, I know some people will argue that, well, maybe for the final round, intentional draws are good. Because it's like, you worked hard to get to top 8 and, an ID intentional draw can secure you your spot in top, guarantee you a spot in top if you, draw with the person. I guess in a way it kind of contradicts my video in a sense where it's like, no matter how you get to top 8, just get to top 8. Swiss doesn't really matter. To me, again, that's true. And so, but at the same time, I feel like you should play out Swiss. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you should play out every round. I don't feel like intentional draws, especially when especially if you're sitting there having not such a good tournament. You get sacked round 1, you win 3 straight, lose round 4, and then round 5, you're sitting there on the bubble. You have enough points, whatever, to potentially get in the top. But then everyone at the top table, I think it's like the top 4 players or something like that, they draw. And you're sitting there on the bubble where it's like, okay, well, I lost to this person who's, near the top, lost to this person near the top, but I've been 2-0ing on matchups and things like that. And then, round 5, if I win, I can top. And when they draw and whatnot, round 5 means that you don't. That means round 5 is just you're playing just to fucking play. And you know, if that's the case, I'm gonna go the fuck home, or whatever it is. You know, because I don't want a round not to matter. I mean, the only time a round not to matter if I'm sitting there like X3 or some shit, and you know things aren't, you know, just it's just But you know, when I'm sitting in the final round and I do have a chance to top, I want to play it out. I want to earn my way up there into top. But I don't want that round to to be all null and void in a sense. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like intentional draws? Do you guys think that draws should count as double? Now, here's another thing. Draws counting as double losses. I know in Bushiroad, whatever, a draw is a double loss. Personally, for me, I mean, I think that if you play out the game, whatever, you shouldn't get a double loss. I think it should just be a tie or just a draw and get 1 point each. Sure, I'm fine with that. Double losses, probably out of anger, I would say sure, a double loss if you tie, but then at the same time, that's kind of like, that's kind of stupid to me in a way. Seeing, talking to people in the community and seeing what was up with that. So, do you guys think that ties should be double losses? Do you guys think that intentional draws should be something that we should have in this game or not? Let me know in the comment section below. Just give me an explanation of what do you guys think. Should we have an intentional draws? Should draws count as double losses? What are you guys' thoughts? Let me know. And again, I hated playing in the final round and someone saying, oh yeah, everybody in the top table is Drew, so if you're X2, you're not going to make it, it doesn't matter. That sort of feeling, when it's, that sort of feeling is kind of like, well, fuck it, I'm going home. I don't care about the match, so it is what it is. All right, Cardfight King, I'm out. Peace. I'll see you next video.